Purse, go ahead, drift on them.
Lately, I've been thinking about the bag, no lunch. Lately, I've been making bitches mad, niggas want me. I was in a rush, I had to fuck them in this two-seat. We be on the hush, it ain't a secret that he can't keep. Lately, I've been all about my paper, no loosely. Lately, I've been putting pressure on them bitches, know me. I was in a rush, I had to fuck them in this two-seat. We be on the hush, it ain't a secret that he can't keep. These niggas can't keep up with a bitch like me. These bitches can't figure out that I am not they enemy. Beefing with your mother just like...
Hey, my loves. We're back. And, you know, our space to, okay, first of all, I'm not going to get into this and act like we ain't been shit.
We ain't been late and delinquent and behind and delayed and through.
So, James, don't you walk us through what happened last month?
Also, you just gonna put the ball. Okay.
I mean, the people are asking. You know, I've personally had people running me down. You know, I'm joking. Shout out to Cedric though, because I know he listens to the show, and you know, we love him over here. Very, very supportive friend.
We love those.
So,
well, thank you first of all for being concerned. Yes, I was very near death. You know, I fell ill.
It's that shit going around.
It is.
I'm telling you.
You know, and I don't know. I was coughing, and the next morning I thought I woke up in one. You know,
wow.
I was like, "Bitch, take me now." And we were planning on recording that the weekend after I had the flu. So the weekend after I got the flu, I was okay. I was fine, but we were supposed to record that weekend, and it came back. So I got it again. And
it came back.
It came back.
When you do clownery,
it comes back to bite. Okay.
I mean,
so it was
that
really
shit. I've heard it's been going around, and I've been walking around, you know, cover up my face like a ninja with the Alexander Wayne scar. Because I'm like, look, I cannot afford to get anything this year because 2018 is one of those years where it's a lot going on for me, and I really am trying to have my eye on the ball as far as my goals and, you know, aspirations and shit. And I'm telling you, the flu was not what I need because that shit would take me out.
Bananas. I
got my vaccine. Now, they've been running around the streets saying that the vaccine is actually what's giving people the flu. I feel like that Tiffany Fowler chip that's actually giving people the flu.
Gotta move the shoulders. It's giving bitches the flu. Now,
I'm telling you,
but they say that
I
every
still
year.
went and got the vaccine, so I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I did not get the vaccine, and halfway through the flu, I was like, "Damn, bitch, I really should have got that shit when I had the opportunity." Because every time they say, "Do you need to get a flu shot?" I'm like, "No, bitch, flu shot." I wash my hands like.
Cause that hurt. It does. I hate getting vaccines.
And then it'd be
honestly.
sore for like days,
and then you actually be getting some of the fucking symptoms and shit. You be feeling like you got it.
You know what? It is what it is. I'm here now. Everybody was getting sick around me. It's fucking crazy. My friends had strep, sinus infections, all this shit. And I'm just like, stay the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? I was chewing on airborne, washing my hands. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. And also, when you miss work and school for like weeks, that shit is depressing. Mm-hmm. Like, and you just be home and you don't got shit to do but be sick.
Because you feel like it's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like I'm not shit.
It's just like, whoa. Like, I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's been going on?
Man.
But that's in the past.
I think, okay. This show for 2018.
This is our first show in 2018.
It is. So shout out to that. Shout out to it being Black History
Happy
Month.
Black History Month.
We're gonna segue into some, you know, a little blackity black.
Yeah.
A little blavity.
A little porch monkey topic. Yeah. I can say that. I can say that.
Listen, so I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that's following us into 2018, and you know, we have some things, you know, ready for y'all. Yeah. So make sure you listen to the end of the show though, because we have some announcements at the end that are very, very exciting. So let's get into what we have here. Okay. Let's get this out of the way because I'm going to see it tonight.
Okay.
I'm hyped, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna front, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, very shook because I've already seen people saying, you know, it's exceeded the hype. And I'm like, okay, how can it exceed the hype? Because the hype is like beat my ass right now. Right. And I'm like, Okay, so Black Panther
Yes.
officially.
Do you have your dashiki?
No.
Do you have a fur stole, a hat, something that you can throw on? You know, the pageantry is on another level for this film. Do you have something to bring? Yeah, plates, cups. What you bringing?
I'm gonna bring Lowry's.
Okay, we're down with that. We're down with that.
So anyway, it officially is. It was in all theaters yesterday.
All theaters last night. Yes.
Yes. By the time y'all listen to this, I will have seen it already. So,
and probably posted a Twitter thread about it.
I don't know if I'm a thread about it. I honestly I just want to see the movie. And here's the thing with Black Panther, there's so much happening, I feel like, within the community. There's so many different like opinions and so many different energies and shit clashing about the movie. You have people that's like, you know, hysterically excited about it. You have people that don't give a fuck about it at all. You have people that's like, oh, I just want to see it because everybody says that it's gonna be really dope. You know what I mean? And everything else, you know. And I guess I just feel like I don't think there's anything wrong with being excited about the movie as Black people. I don't think that there's anything wrong about hyping up a movie with a high budget casting, you know what I'm saying, predominantly dark-skinned people. That doesn't really happen a lot, you know what I mean? And I don't think that there's anything wrong with acknowledging that progress, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. However, I don't think that when we really talk about super critiqued and nuanced, you know what I'm saying, oppression and what the quote unquote movement is and what quote unquote work has to be done in order to push forward, you know what I'm saying, the quote unquote agenda, you know what I'm saying? I'm quoting all of these things because so much of this is theorized, you know what I mean? And there's merit to theorism, but you know what I mean? Disney cannot be a part of
that
Black, right? It can't be part of the Black liberation conversation because legitimately, it doesn't
Those
hold
two
true.
Things don't go.
You know what I mean?
Hand in hand at all.
And it's great that you know what I mean. There are Black actors, Black directors, Black costume and hair designers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing all of these things. Mm-hmm. However, me personally, supporting Black capitalists is not really anything that I feel is a part of my political take on anything. You know what I mean? And I want people of darker skin shades to be able to have opportunities and to be able to feel, inspired to do all of these great things. But there has to be nuance in these conversations because money going into Chad Bosewick's pocket doesn't really do anything for me. Like, as a capitalist, he gonna be fine. Regardless, you know what I mean?
He was fine before he even signed on to do the movie. So
right. Ryan Coogler is going to be good. He's going to direct another movie. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how this doesn't, because he's a good director. You know what I mean? But that doesn't, I just don't, we can't act like this is going to be, another part of the conversation that I feel is annoying to me is how people are saying that supporting this movie and going and putting our money into it is going to prove to Hollywood that
money matters.
Or that Black people are profitable or whatever. And that's also an annoying conversation because I'm tired of y'all trying to prove things to racist people, like because that doesn't. You're talking to a brick wall there. You know what I mean?
Kylie, it's just like I said on the last show when we were talking about queer creators. I think sometimes we have like this very misdirected sense of consumption. Mm-hmm. It's like if you're wanting to support Black industry and wanting to support a Black economy, mm-hmm. you have to really do your homework. Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, Disney, like you said, is the main beneficiary of this film. Mm-hmm. Disney has never been, a Black company. Couldn't be further mm-hmm. from that. So, I mean, if you're looking to support that, I'm really encouraging people to continue to support up-and-coming Black producers, mm-hmm. up-and-coming Black directors, up-and-coming Black actors, and Black makeup technicians, and clothing, and all of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we'll support, you know what I'm saying, films by Black people for Black people. Mm-hmm. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about Black people being profitable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Black economy in and of itself is responsible for trillions a year. African Americans bring in a lot of money.
Lots of money off sheer ingenuity and just like innovation, like within our culture and art and everything. Like, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm saying that doesn't have anything to do with Black Panther. I think that representation. It is impactful. It makes a difference.
Oh, big
Does
time.
it make all of the difference?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
There's I feel like a blurred line in between representation and tokenism at this point, because I feel like certain media production companies are starting to pick up on the trendiness of activism and kind of like these progressive just ideals, you know what I'm saying, around art and culture, and they're capitalizing off of that. And I feel like people are not realizing that. And also, I'm saying that I don't have to get into that to go and see this movie and have a good time.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
Like, that's, I mean, am I gonna dress up in a dashiki? No, because I'm not African. Okay, so like, let's not do that.
You know,
but I'm gonna go see the movie, and I'm gonna
you should have a
get
good
my
time.
life. You know what I mean?
But I think with this movie, it's sort of like, I think we're not really like focusing on. I think people are trying to make it something that it doesn't have to be a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, as a consumer of the comic book, and being a loyal Marvel fan since my birth.
I love Marvel.
I love Marvel. But I mean, Black Panther has always been a political comic. You know what I'm saying? It's always been based in actual, like, Black Panthers and Black,
because the comic came out around the time of the Black Panthers. Yeah.
So I mean, it's
but it's still loosely tied. Like,
everything is loosely tied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes people take it because they have never consumed a comic book. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they don't really have a full grasp of what the character, is about, or you know what I'm saying? That would be like, like I said, just keep up the heat when them elections come around in November, okay? Wear them dashikis down to the polls. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because we need to get the Senate and them niggas out, okay? They gotta go. All of them niggas gotta go, okay? So do that, you know? But understand, I think a lot of times Disney is good, okay? Because first of all, not only did they release a Black Panther film, which they didn't have to do, but they released a Black Panther film in February. Like, during Black History Month, when we knew you niggas was gonna show out. You know what I'm saying? And show up.
And I can't even be mad.
I can't. That was a good idea. Shit. That was a good idea.
Great marketing, honestly.
Great marketing. Excellent. First of all, that's excellent. But I mean, girl, you know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all doing a lot. And it's like, I know white people was wearing Chewbacca costumes down to the Star Wars movie. I know that. I was there.
White people wear Chewbacca costumes to Target. I mean, I don't...
It's true.
What can we do?
They want everybody to know they love Star Wars. But it's like, I'm going to let y'all niggas do what y'all do. I'm going to catch the movie in a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? When the heat starts to die off, and I can be in that bitch, by myself and really digest it, because you niggas like to talk during films as well.
Oh, I hope don't nobody talk. Listen, I'm going to go have a good time. We love Disney over here at the Awful Podcast.
Sure.
And
we like Disney. We'll tolerate Disney.
I mean, we're not going to take our foot off Disney's neck. Oh, no. Absolutely not. No. But Disney makes a large range of content that I enjoy, and I trust in their ability to make good movies. You know what I'm saying? So
they make real pretty films.
They do. So next on our agenda, we have okay, let's get this one out the way because it's kind of an old story, but we're trying to cover some things that we didn't cover January. So Azealia Banks got a deal.
It's about time. And
over at the Awful Podcast, we stand Azealia Banks.
Down.
Love her all the way to our knees.
All the way to our buck teeth in the front. We love it.
So, amidst her on Instagram stories cooking, curry rice and
she done got some money because she's really cooking some meals. Wedding cakes. She's cooking wedding cakes, black bean burgers and shit. It's like, oh, this bitch got money. Give me some of that. Give me some.
I want some.
I want some.
Give me some of that kombucha juice.
It's like, oh, this bitch got money now.
I'm screaming.
What she need to do is shut the fuck up, though.
I feel like she has been, though. Like, for the most part.
You ain't been on the bitch page. Last night she went on a rant about being dark skinned. And it's like, Azalea, you have not been dark skinned for years, okay? Now, let me just say something now. Let me say something. A lot of y'all coming from my sis for bleaching. Okay? I'm sick of it. I bleach. I have bleached my skin.
Fuck up.
But I have never done it because I hated my race. It's about evening my skin tone.
Yeah. Both of y'all are on the same page.
And if you do it on your face, you do have to do it on your neck. And if you do it on your neck, you do have to do it on your chest. And you do have to do it on your hands,
and the next thing you know, you bleaching your pussy. So I don't really know.
And the next thing you know, I'm going to be the same shade as Kylie. And y'all going to be like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, so Azealia Banks has a record deal, and I'm excited about it because have all... Yes, it's always been about the music for me.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck about anything else.
And I do sense, okay, I honestly haven't been on her IG story like within like the last week or so, but I do sense a trend, you know, changing in her engagement with social media and her, you know, lashing out and kind of getting into these, you know, spats with other celebrities and, you know, children and this, that, and the third.
Other defenseless people.
I can tell that she is at work. You know what I mean? In the kitchen.
Really?
You know what I mean? And
that's the only place I've seen her. Is in the kitchen.
So
and then she dropped that little shake my tits like two maracas.
Which sounds good.
It sounds good and I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And then she said Mel B's gonna be on Anna Wintour. Nicki Minaj declined her request. So it'll be good to hear from Mel B, who is
Nicki Minaj must have checked her DMs. Wow.
Right.
Highest
like,
shit off the highest grade.
While she somewhere in fucking Barbados with her pussy out.
Off the most potent strand.
Okay.
Like, who the fuck is
this?
That's that little...
Oh, that's that fancy girl.
It's this little brown girl from Harlem.
Ain't that fancy girl that put out that song with that, I don't know, shit. I'm off it.
So, yeah, I mean, she says that Fantasy 2 is coming in March.
We'll see.
I've requested it since
2016.
Yes. You know, and finally she's delivering for us. So
she said Fantasy 2 is gonna be better than anything she's ever released. And if you can top...
Well, Fantasy 1 was better than anything that she ever released, so...
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. I can't disagree.
I mean, she puts out great shit, but Fantasy
with Expensive
1...
Taste was just a project. Do you know what I'm saying? And
But there were a lot of the same songs on both projects, right?
On Fantasy 2?
On Fantasy 1 and Broke with Expensive Taste. Because Luxury was on there.
Yes, yeah.
And there was another song.
A lot of songs where we all kind of already knew.
Yeah, but it was still a good album nonetheless. And I feel like as much shit as, you know what I'm saying, we would talk about Azealia Banks on this show, it's always for shit that she deserves. But I'm never going to say that I don't wish the best for her, and I actually do want her to have a divine career. Like, I want it to be something that's like, damn, she was wilding, but she really gave us some good, you know what I'm saying, art at the end of the day. Don't be wilding for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just be honest and let's be transparent. We don't hate on black women.
No.
You know, we don't, especially black women who are talented.
Mm-hmm.
We will call you out if you're on some head ass shit though.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. It's keeping it real. That's what you do with your friends. Mm-hmm. That's what you do with your family members. You love them. You support them. When they do some stupid shit, you let them know.
And I'm not talking about the type of, you know what I'm saying, I can get past the person and get to the art type of shit. I'm just saying that for what she has done with her career, I don't want this to be the end of her story necessarily. I want her to come around and learn from the things that she's said and the things that she's done. And I want her to continue to focus on the music, because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. And y'all let a lot of these niggas get by without it is so much as even acknowledging the shit that they've done wrong. So
no comment.
I'm excited for the deal.
The second that y'all get to jump on a black woman pussy, that's what you do. But won't do it to Cardi B. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up.
So, we also... Okay, let's get through what I have to say, or what we have to say. about the Grammys.
Okay.
I didn't
Did you watch the Grammys?
No.
I didn't watch it either.
But it was some bullshit.
Oh my God.
Nonetheless.
Who give a fuck? Like,
white
who
people
really gives a
gave
fuck?
Bruno Mars everything, as they always do. He had on his maid outfit,
Like
as he always does.
Yes.
And
Dripping in finesse and getting paid. Cardi B performed. Did you see that?
with him,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I saw it.
Did you like the remix?
Yeah. I mean, it's not any more than I like any of Bruno Mars' other stuff. Like he I'm
Finesse
sorry,
was
he just
already a
doesn't do
good
it for me.
song.
It's a cute song, and
But
the
it was a
album
cute
is
song without
decent. You know what I mean? Like the
Cardi B.
album is not anything that I'm like, oh, it's shitty. It's not for me.
He just put Cardi B on there because Cardi B's popping right now. And
I mean,
that's
truly,
that's ticking. So we're waiting.
I mean, I liked Cardi on the remix. I thought that the video, the fact that I
She
saw
didn't
it
do
with the video,
anything.
I mean,
What did she do to the song?
I didn't know the song before the remix, so I don't know.
I feel like oh yeah. See, I liked the song before. Like that was always such a good song on the album. I wanted to say it was the
Okay.
best song on the album, but I mean, it was a couple really good songs. Okay, I can't really be mad that the nigga won the Grammys that he won.
I guess. Album of the year was weird to me.
I mean,
I'm
that was a
sorry.
stretch.
That was
Who was he
really
nominated
weird.
with?
Jay-Z's 444.
That wasn't gonna win. That wasn't the album of the year.
No, it wasn't. It was what the fuck were the other nominees? Damn was nominated for album of the year, I believe.
That wasn't gonna win.
I could have saw
Album of the
saw
year.
Kendrick taking it home. Honestly.
Yeah, okay, I could see Kendrick taking it home, but I couldn't see Damn taking it home.
Okay, that
Damn,
makes sense.
Damn wasn't like the album of the year. Like Damn wasn't. It didn't cause that much of a.
SZA didn't take anything.
We knew that was gonna happen.
SZA and Jay-Z went home empty-handed, which I felt like was
Beyonce was pissed.
kind of like
Beyonce's like, nigga. I know she looked at the nigga the whole ride home like, you had me out here. In
she was
3
cussing him out like
outfits for
Rasputia
nothing.
on the way home.
Okay.
Can't do shit right.
Can't do shit right.
But anyway, I just the Grammys are always disappointing because the thing that pisses me off most about the Grammys is not even who wins, but how they miscategorize projects, and that is irritating to me because there's no reason why SZA's album should have been nominated for what was it, R&B.
It's an R&B album.
Is it?
That's what she's marketing it as. But see, that's what
That's
what people
bad.
don't understand.
There's
People- that's
nothing
what
R&B about it.
That's
to
what
me.
people don't understand. Like,
What's the R&B song on what is it, Control?
Mhm.
Besides The Weeknd and possibly Garden, if you want to take Garden as an R&B song.
she said it was R&B and soul. I don't know if SZA's one of those artists that is very hard to categorize.
And there's something wrong with that.
It's just like Beyonce. I feel like everyone's always like, oh, she's an R&B artist, and it's like she's technically a pop artist, but she has
she
an
makes a
R&B
lot of pop
sound.
music.
So it's just it's a lot. It's very like.
But I can pick out a lot of songs and be like, this is an R&B Beyonce song. This is an R&B Beyonce song. This is a pop Beyonce song. This is an urban hip hop influenced Beyonce song.
Yeah, I also think
you know what
I
mean?
think the Grammys needs to reevaluate their categories. Like I said, I've been saying for a while they need to reintroduce the female rap category because they refuse to give female rappers any recognition.
Right, they're
And
barely
that's the
even
thing that bothers
nominated,
me.
even though
They nominate them, but they don't.
Yeah.
like they don't do anything with them. And
what was
they
it,
haven't for
Rhapsody
years.
that was nominated?
Remy. Oh, Rhapsody was nominated.
Yeah, this year her album was
Yeah.
nominated for what was it, hip hop album of the year?
Which was weird.
Because I hadn't heard that album.
No.
I feel like I should go and listen to it, but I mean,
But whatever, she didn't win, so and we knew that was gonna happen.
well, I thought your girl Bruno sounded winded during his performance. I
It's
thought
just
that
cocaine.
the choreography is not very impressive.
I swear, a nigga gotta fall from the ceiling for you to be like, that was some good choreography.
No.
A nigga gotta be Beyonce for to have some good choreography.
I mean, Beyonce does amazing choreography. Like, Beyonce does shit that's like...
I feel like choreography is something that is so subjective. Like, some people really don't like Beyonce's choreography.
I guess. I mean, I feel like...
You feel like Chris Brown can't dance, though, either.
No, I don't feel like Chris Brown can't dance.
You don't like the way Chris Brown dances.
Yeah, I think that's... Because he's just one of those wiggly pop lock
He's
niggas.
a wiggly pop locking nigga.
And I'm like, I mean, that's cute to a certain extent, but like...
So what do Bruno Mars do? He just be short and try to
No,
What's
he
the little
does
1, 2
specific
step?
dances. He's like, now do the Running Man, now the Cabbage Patch, then do the fucking play. And I'd be like, okay, Bruno, like, we get it. You went back and you watched a bunch of 90s videos before you decided to go to the studio and make this album. But
I can't
fine.
take that y'all allowed Bruno Mars to put that finesse video out and y'all pussy just destroyed y'all draws.
I have something to show you later that had me screaming last night. Okay. And I was so high, but it was still very, very funny. Did you see it? Because I retweeted it. Never mind. Anyway.
Okay, let me finish my thought. So, like I was saying, before I was interrupted.
Were you interrupted? I didn't know.
I was interrupted. But, yeah, I'm just mad that y'all let Bruno get this little music video out the way and didn't say shit when Tiana Taylor did the exact same thing 2 years ago. But, anyway, it's fine.
I mean...
Undercover was a better video.
I actually didn't see that video.
Undercover was a better video, and Undercover was a better song. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I did like her Low 90s project better than I like Bruno's, but I didn't see any of the videos to it.
She's dark-skinned, so y'all won't let her have shit.
That's not true. I fully support Miss Tiana Taylor, and I listen to her music.
Okay,
so
who the fuck is you? I'm talking about the Academy.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
talking
just
about
saying.
You niggas. Y'all don't want Tiana Taylor to win unless she got a gray thong on and covered in grease. Okay.
She was oily as hell in the face video. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oily. I know her skin was like, please get this shit off of me. Please.
So, do you want to talk about the Queen's Court? Fill me in. What happened? Because, I don't keep up with your girl, Kaya.
You lying, but okay.
Kaya,
ain't y'all both Sages or some shit?
No, I don't associate with Kaya the Velociraptor.
No, Kaya's Aquarius or some shit. Anyway.
I heard through the grapevine that, something happened with her.
As did
situation.
I never tune into no live shows because I have a life. But I guess everybody was talking about how they were doing a live show and the audio was wrong and the lighting was wrong. And I saw a piece of it I saw a slice of it on Instagram. And they were washed out. The lighting was very bad. The audio was very bad.
Wasn't it when they were supposed to be interviewing Monique?
Yeah. And okay, so I watched all of their videos after they had a falling out. Everybody made a video about. I hate when people do this because it's like, oh, here we go. I gotta start
right to figure out what happened.
What the fuck is going on?
Because everybody lying.
Right. So I'm just sitting there like, okay, so Kaya is the first one to release a video, and she's like...
Of course she is. She got the most time.
So she's like... Shut up. Don't do Kaya like that. So Kaya's like...
I'm screaming.
She said, look, Madison... We were supposed to have big-ass Monique on there. And Monique got her big fat ass on there and said that she was supposed to come to actually record. And she said that she couldn't do that shit no more. And she was going to Skype in. Madison done bought all this new technology, And because Monique was coming, Maddie wanted to show out. You know what I'm saying? Maddie wanted to step the quality of the show
It
up.
was a big opportunity for them because, with all due respect, Monique is on a different tier of status.
Is she, though? Because she's doing the Queen Court.
I mean, as of right now, no, but I think people in the long run know who Monique is more than they know who.
Sure. So,
Kaya
like I was saying,
T.S. Madison is.
Like I was saying, it's just sort of like that. Okay, but it's like T.S. Madison's like trying to get all this lighting and these programs and all of this shit, and Kaya's just like, why are you doing all this for Monique? Like it's not necessary.
I mean,
and I agree. I don't understand why it's like. You have a system that's working. It's working enough for the bitch to want to be on the show. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You don't need to go out and mess with the Patty's formula. You know what I'm saying? That's mutiny. You don't need to. You shot yourself in the leg. Plexico. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
So it's like you really need. I don't know. So she bought all this new shit. She had some new makeup artists in there, stylists and shit, talking about what do you want to wear. And Kaya was sitting there wrapping her fucking locks up, like, don't talk to me. The shit started going wrong. It started going left.
She had a twin jersey sheet. Start wrapping them shits up.
Yep. Tie him in the back. So I guess the lighting was fucking up. The audio was fucking up. And T.S. Madison was just like, we're going to just work with it. And we're going to fix it, as we film. And Kaya's like, that's a bad fucking idea. Like, we need to have it done before we go out there and start. Mm-hmm. And I guess she said the whole time Monique was... sitting there like, oh girls, it's gonna be okay. And then the bitch that she was with, she was like, look, like she was elbowing her, like, and they were laughing at her, but she was also saying like, it's gonna be okay, baby. It's all right. Don't let it do that to you. And then she's elbowing this bitch. And I'm like, that sounds like something Monique would do. But it was just, it turned into a very messy situation. I feel like I feel like any grown folk could resolve this. You know what I'm saying? Like, grown folk, this is stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what, the lighting didn't work, we're going to work on it next time. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get something better. But they big mad at each other. And it's just sort of like, they both said they don't have no problems with one another, that the Queen's Court is going to come back. But it's just sort of like, what is this about then? Because Kai ain't talked to T.S. Madison in weeks. So it's like, what? And then Fucky Dineva bit dark skinned ass gonna scurry his ass into the conversation.
I saw his video. I thought it was fucking hilarious, but
I thought when Kaya brought him up, that's the thing that killed me. Okay, Fucky Dineva video killed me, obviously, but when Kaya brought that nigga up, and she was like, pussy ass, sissy ass, fuck nigga in a wig, I said, nope, that's it. That's it. That's the eulogy. I said, close the lid. It was so bad. She talked about this nigga so fucking bad. She said, I told Maddie you was never her friend because we know how you do your friends. You steal their washer and dryer out their house. And I'm thinking, wow. She said he was doing crack cocaine off the fucking bar.
Oh my goodness.
But he also made a follow-up video, said that none of that shit was true. You know, he met Kai one time. Every time she tell this story, the venue changed. I'm like, okay.
Which was hilarious. I mean,
I'm like, y'all need to calm down. And then the nerve of him to respond to this video in a wig with lipstick on.
Right.
I'm like, you are so petty. My God. And I feel like all y'all are like 40. Like, so
yes.
kind of just like, maybe this is how things happen in Atlanta, which is why I don't want to move
Don't
to
let
Atlanta.
me forget.
I won't. This is why I don't want to move to Atlanta, because I feel like people get down there and just be doing shit.
Yes.
It's
like, it's so much going on in
too
Atlanta.
much. It's too fucking much.
And you know, I'm a person that likes to mind my business. I don't like to get caught up in the stir of the pot and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that. But it's like, it seems like it's just a bunch of real stupid shit that anybody that's grown could get over. It's drama. You know, Monique is evil. We've known this for a long time. Monique is an evil woman, and she's also Sagittarius, which kind of explains it. So, I mean, you know, it's just very sad to see what she's done to these friends.
Shut up!
You know,
I was screaming.
These women were fine before Monique brought her energy onto the show.
You know, I'm not gonna pretend that I wish the best for Kaya, because I don't. But you know, I don't wish the best for T.S. Madison either. You know, maybe this is for the best. You know, that their show, you know, ceases, because, although I do think that some of them are funny, or some of the things that they say is funny, but I don't know. It's so hard for me to get past so much of the cringeworthy shit that Kaya says, that I'm just like, okay, I can't engage this.
Okay, so that's that on the Queen's Court.
Do you still want to talk about Justin Timberlake in Super Bowl?
No.
I don't either.
No.
Fuck Justin Timberlake. I don't. There's really nothing about him that I feel is noteworthy or.
You make bad music. You're aging terribly. Your wife is ugly and just classless. You know, you're a has-been. You're a washed up.
And we'll never forgive you
for what you did to you.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, moving on.
So I guess let's see. Oh,
next case.
Last one. So Chris Brown for some reason decided to get on to the internet a few days ago and tell us that he had a big idea, probably immediately after a bump, and was like, hey guys, I just stunk up a great fucking, this would just be amazing. Hear me out. He thinks that he should go on tour with Beyonce, Rihanna, and Bruno Mars. So
that's really only half a finger though.
So I'm like, okay, first of all, this is preposterous from so many angles. First of all, Bruno Mars's audiences, which consists of white mothers between the ages of 30 and 55.
And black mothers between the ages of 45 and 58.
And probably all of their very elementary school age children. will be at Bruno Mars's concert.
We have to admit that people our age like the music.
Are we going to Bruno Mars's concert,
Absolutely
though?
not.
Right. So,
if I want to see a crackhead dance across the stage, I can just go to downtown. I can go to Division.
Chris Brown's audience, which consists of pick-me's and fucking
bitches who this generation is too sensitive bitches love Chris Brown.
Yes, those are the types, the ones that'll do your laundry for you
and wash the shit out of your underwear because we know you don't wash your ass.
And in niggas who hate women,
absolutely,
I don't even think they actually like Chris Brown's music. I just think that they don't think anything is wrong with Chris Brown because he shares the same, like same type of
not
attitude.
Acts like them. Chris Brown don't act like nobody that's not out of recovery, but they have a lot of the same values.
Okay, so first of all, your audience and Bruno Mars's audience is not gonna come together and have a good time. And I know it's gonna be dangerous for the kids. It's gonna be dangerous for the white moms. The police will be called immediately as soon as somebody is smoking bunk fucking in the middle of the damn audience. Like, no. You know what I mean? Why would you ever propose that you do a tour with Rihanna?
Delusional. Absolutely.
And you know, here's my thing.
You think we forgot?
Here's my thing about the whole Chris Brown Rihanna situation.
Drama.
I do believe that they are personally probably to a point where they are past that, you know what I mean, and are able to interact with one another probably in a cordial manner. Do I think that Rihanna wants this nigga's company at all? Absolutely not. She probably is just very cordial with him, you know what I'm saying? As
high and by.
Right, you know what I mean? Just to keep it cute and whatnot. Because I don't think that or maybe that shit, you know what I'm saying, still traumatizes her. Maybe she is still dealing with, who knows, you know what I'm saying? People that suffer abuse like that process that in different ways. However, I think that they've made it public to the point to where they seem like they are past it. Now, is that to say that, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation is just trivial now and that doesn't have any weight on y'all's interaction in the public eye? Absolutely not. I don't think that you should ever propose. That's just like, I mean, not just like, but just as we were saying, that's just like if Justin Timberlake was like, hey Janet, let's go on a tour. Yeah. Like, no, y'all have had
it's too much smoke there.
Right. There's so much drama there that it's like, why even touch it again?
I feel like Chris Brown is a bit of an opportunist.
Absolutely.
I feel like, no, I don't think he's an opportunist. I think he's just on coke.
Yeah.
And it's just it's like, because for you to even say some shit like that is really telling of your ignorance. For you to think A, Rihanna would want to do a show with you. For you to think B, you could compare to Bruno Mars, talent wise or performance wise. Yeah, y'all performances are completely different. Y'all don't. And a
Bruno Mars tour. Listen, let's be honest. All three of these people alone are gonna sell out more stadiums than you. Mm-hmm. Like,
oh, absolutely.
So
Chris Brown is like one CD away from only having to do dive bar tours or laundromat tours like Solange did.
You stupid.
Soap, powder. That's not even her song.
So I think that idea is also ridiculous.
Beyonce saw that shit and was just like, anyway.
She cut your remix from her deluxe, or what was it, the remastered version of self-titled, whatever. She re-released like a deluxe version of self-titled with those remixes on it. And I remember that Jealous Chris Brown remix got leaked, but it was never on the album. She put Onika on the album instead. She put Pharrell on the album instead. You know what I mean? So
that was never gonna happen.
Beyonce is not working with you.
No.
Like,
for what?
Maybe she thought that it could be cute at one time,
like, no,
but then she woke up in the middle of the night one day and was like, nah.
What the fuck was I thinking?
Or she turned to Blue Ivy and Blue Ivy was like, bitch, don't think about it. Don't even consider it. Like,
stop.
We won't have that.
No.
So
Chris Brown is unnecessary energy.
The reason why this is even so like worthy of even discussing is because Chris Brown somehow, some way, still has a solid fan base of people that will die on every single fucking hill for him, and will enter these conversations not only trying to trivialize the assault, you know what I'm saying, against Rihanna, and be like, oh, that bitch hit him first, or she should have knew, you know what I'm saying, to keep her hands to her motherfucking self, or, you know what I'm saying, she, you know, should just be over it, you know what I'm saying, that's not that big of a deal, or that's in the past, or whatever, you know, whatever way that you can try to make this, to try to minimize it and reduce it down to something that's not even worthy of considering. It's also how y'all are trying to take that and then say, but the nigga is so talented. And I'm just like, when did Chris Brown, like, transcend critique, like, due to his talent? Because I don't understand. He's just not that talented, in my opinion. He can sing, he can dance, he can sing and dance. He can't sing and dance at the same time. His music is not, like, groundbreaking by any means, in my opinion. I haven't really enjoyed the Chris Brown album since the first one. But I don't really understand what the,
I've been able to enjoy him since he got rid of that list. But, you know, no. As far as being able to sit down and listen to a whole album, I'm good.
And his music is not necessarily terrible, but it's okay at best.
It's never been terrible. Some of his songs are actually quite good and catchy. But, I mean, as far as him being like an artist that is going to sell out stadiums with quality people, absolutely not.
And Beyonce, Rihanna, and Bruno Mars are not going on a tour with you. So
that was a mistake. You shouldn't have tweeted that.
That you should have just shut up and ate your food.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Sat there and ate your food because you need to shut the fuck up. You should have just sat there and smoked your crack because you need to shut the fuck up.
So I think we're gonna cut to a break and we will be right back.
Sounds good.
Giving bitches knowledge, they just put me on the shelf. Free game, oh you mad, huh? You was missing out cause you was plotting on my bag, huh? You was sucking dick for clout and I was simply sucking dick for paper, player pleasure. You wonder why you looking like a lesser, do the work, bitch. Blame it on whatever, but I really do the work, bitch. Slow and steady wins the race, so pop another perk, bitch. You don't wanna see me, it's a pistol in my skirt, bitch. I'll never belong to you forever. I'm too clever, ho, it's levels to my loving. I can't give you more for less. When we mention, I ain't talking kicks, I'm talking about a check. I can't bounce these niggas up no more, I'm pressure on they necks. I ain't trying to live in vain and I ain't trying to die in debt, bitch. Lately I've been thinking about the bag, no lunch. Lately I've been making bitches mad, niggas want me. I was in a rush, I had to fuck them in this 2C. We be on the hush, it ain't a secret that he can't keep. Lately I've been all about my paper, no loosely. Lately I've been putting pressure on them, bitches know me. I was in a rush, I had to fuck them in this 2C. We be on the hush, it ain't a secret that he can't keep.
Yeah, lately I've been feeling like my money too long. I can't break it down cause the weed too strong. She hate on my music but she still sing along. I bet that bitch gon' diss me in her new hit song.
We're back, bitch. So get yourself together.
Oh Lord, have you ever dated a white person?
No. No.
Who has been saying that? Who said that?
Okay. We're back from our recess. And we're here to talk about.
Sorry, I had a cigarette.
We're gonna find a name for this topic eventually, or like this segment. But you know, our overarching idea for this episode will be interracial dating. So I guess I have lots of thoughts about interracial dating because I feel like this is a conversation that's often reduced, you know what I mean, especially when it's white people talking about it and black people that date white people talking about it. I feel like the only people that honestly have a wholesome take on the topic are not people that are in those relationships. I feel like people that are in those relationships are very, very biased.
The thing that be killing me is when niggas be like, you know, and I can't stand white people and all their privilege. Yes, my boyfriend is white. And I be like, what the fuck? What is this about?
I mean, okay, now it's not that I wouldn't date a white person. I just think that the amount of white people that exist that I would date is very, 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 very small.
Right.
Because I already have very particular, standards and expectations, you know what I'm saying, around it. Me personally, I'm not so much a visual person. I vibe with energies and shit, so I feel like I have lots of social standards, you know what I mean, for people. It's not really like, I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to, you know what I'm saying, look cleanly and upkept. But
you don't be dating no crusty niggas? Nah,
that's kind of what throws me off about that David East nigga, because I don't know if...
All right.
If he really...
It's Dave East, first of all.
Well...
Talk about David East.
It needs to be... Look.
Enough about Daniel West.
Anyway.
Yes.
He ain't capped. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, with my standards when it comes to dating, we have to see eye to eye on a lot of social ideas. You know what I mean? And with white people, it's very, very hard to meet, you know what I'm saying, at a point where it's like we agree, we're at a full understanding. I'm not constantly clarifying things for you. I'm not constantly trying to teach you what to and what to not do to, not be a racist or whatever, and I feel like it's so much there that it's almost like, why would I put myself through that? Like, You
voluntarily? I completely understand meeting someone and just really vibing with them, you know what I'm saying? And race not being a determining factor. I get that.
Yeah.
That's always been, how I operate. But at the same time, it's been a very long time since I vibed with a white person in that way. Simply because, like you said, political views are very important. With black people, or at least people of color for the most part, because even when dealing with other people of color, these are still conversations that you have to have. Even when dealing with other black people, these are still conversations that you have to have.
Definitely.
But it's just sort of like, with white people, there's a certain amount of privilege and power that's associated with this conversation that I'm not on the receiving end of.
And I think that's the big problem with it. It's not even necessarily that I'm not attracted to white people.
Oh, no.
Or that, you know what I'm saying, I find white people, you know what I'm saying, disgusting or whatever. But I feel like, what happens is, like, when you are in a higher place of privilege, your journey to like socio-political awareness is going to be a lot longer. It's going to take a lot more work for you to do a lot of unlearning, you know what I'm saying, and rethinking and being a critical thinker about, you know what I'm saying, things especially pertaining to race issues. With me as a black person, I've got most of that ground covered, you know what I'm saying, especially like because I'm actively trying to do the work to, undo my own internalized anti-blackness, but I can't help you do the work, you know what I'm saying, like, and that's not something that I'm willing to do because it's going to be exhausting to me as a black person, so, and I don't think that simply because you are attracted to me, then that means that you are suddenly absolved of all racist qualities or anything like that, and that's basically how I feel about it on a personal level. On a, general scale, I don't see it. Like, I don't think white people deserve to date black people, and I feel like y'all just need to leave us alone. But
I'm not mad at people in interracial relationships.
I am.
That's oh my god. That's your choice. And you never know. Maybe these people are.
I'm not gonna say I individually hate everybody in an interracial relationship, but in general, interracial dating couples are fucking annoying.
Yeah, no, I'll completely agree with you on that.
Like,
and especially if you ask them about their interracial relationship. And I think that's where we go wrong. We just need to stop asking these niggas questions, because as soon as you say, or how, aren't you dating someone white? And they'd be like, yes, and let's talk about the politics. And it's like, the bitch, let's not. And white bitches in interracial relationships, I'm sorry, but y'all lose y'all mind. Like, every time. They
really completely, like, they become a new person.
Y'all start cooking different food, eating different food, you know what I'm saying?
Different hairstyles and cuts and colors and shit, different types of highlights and shit.
It's like, girl, stay where the fuck you... it's like, it's about cultural exchange, and y'all
buying
are just
your jeans different now.
Okay.
Like...
It's everything. And I'm really talking about, like, Kim Kardashian. Like, think about Kim Kardashian. I ain't never seen this bitch even pick a green, okay? She get with Kanye West and all of a sudden she frying chicken. making oxtails.
Because
It's like-
white women in interracial relationships really feel like they need to overcompensate for their lack of blackness. They feel like they really need to like perform what a black woman would or should do, you know what I'm saying, for her man so that he don't go and leave her for a black bitch. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's crazy because black
into
women also feel like she has to fucking make sure she do whatever the fuck she needs to do so that he don't go and live for a white bitch.
And don't get me started on queer people in interracial relationships.
Oh, it's a whole different ballgame.
We not gonna get started on that shit because it's so much involved in that. Like, it's so much involved in that, especially when it's niggas. Like, you ask one nigga, it's when it's niggas, it's typically on some fetish shit. Like, almost 100% of the time.
That's what I hate the most about. I think that
I've never
queer interracial relationships bother me more than heterosexual ones, because heterosexual ones are, the heteronormativity is so kind of just, there's no logic there to it, and it kind of like it's plain and kind of just like whatever. I don't really care about what y'all doing because it's stupid, but like when it comes to like the gay community, I just be like, y'all have lost all of y'all's minds. Like in I don't know, I've kind of talked about how I feel like black gay men interact with one another and how it's very the exchanges that we have with one another are so sharp and kind of like there's so much tension always just in our spaces, especially spaces that are supposed to be like exclusively ours, like black people, queer people of color, you know what I mean? There's always this like looming dark energy that's just like, all of these niggas hate each other. Like, all of these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go, everybody has, you know, super passive aggressive, that's, you know what I'm saying, bios, and, you know, it's always a, you know, I'm all about it. I talked about this on Twitter too, how black gay men always feel the need to list off all of their credentials, you know what I'm saying, or why they're a worthy partner, or, you know what I'm saying, why they're worthy of respect. And it's always around these respectable, you know, standards of what a black gay man should be.
You have a job and you have a car.
Right, and, you know, you're HIV clean, negative, and, you know, like, you don't fuck with femme niggas, no fast, no femmes, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't understand why that is, but it's a lot of these people that will venture into white gay spaces and feel
better than.
And it's weird because I don't understand how.
Well, anytime you give a nigga okay, give a nigga a key to somebody into a white household, and he will take that. Okay, he will. But assimilate. Why?
Because I feel like white gays.
Because black people, period, especially black men, have this thing where it's like we envy white power. It's like it's so ugly to put it that way.
It's ugly,
but it's like we want a taste of that without understanding that that's not for us. That we have to assert black power, not I'm not saying black power and white power like, you know, like the movements or some shit.
Right.
But I just mean like autonomy and being successful and reaching these different levels. We have to establish that in a new and fresh way. We can't just copy someone else's blueprint. That's not going to work.
It's just always interesting to me how
you want
black
in on the
men,
white dream, and it's not for you.
Black men, you know, straight and gay alike, you know what I'm saying, really do feel more validated in a white space and feel that they have more opportunity, and it's like
sad.
I guess I don't understand it because every time I'm in a white space, whether it's gay or straight, yes, I feel like I'm being, you know, persecuted and, you know, disrespected and objectified, you know.
Yeah, it's an uncomfortable feeling.
Gaslighted. I don't get why you would, unless you're just so complacent in all of those things that you're just like, disrespect me, call me.
But some of us grow up, you know, and I understand that because this is something I personally had to break from, you know, but I grew up under the auspices that, you know, whiteness is the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? When you can assimilate.
Like this grass is greener mentality.
It's a grass is greener, and then once you get there, you realize that it's 100% not, and that you are just a dog frolicking through the grass, and it will come out there and pet you when they get ready. You know what I'm saying?
You just a weed.
Yeah, I mean you're like a little. You're not anything special. Yeah. In the grand scheme of things, you don't you're there for their consumption, and when they're tired of you, you're gone. And people don't understand that. It's like, this is how these structures and systems work.
But what I was saying, I guess, about, you know, the culture of black gay spaces versus white gay spaces, and why I juxtapose those conversations is because I often see most black gay men I know that are in long-term committed relationships are in interracial relationships, and it's always been something very peculiar to me. It doesn't upset me at all, but I just have always wondered why, when, you know what I'm saying, gay men are actually gonna be about their shit, you know what I'm saying, to be like, okay, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for a commitment, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that that's somehow morally higher than, you know, just looking for casual sex or whatnot, because if that's your thing, then that's fine too. But I'm just saying that most of the time when black gay men decide that they want to, you know what I'm saying, seek a long-term committed, you know, partnership with another man, is with a white man. And I just don't, there's something there to be poked at, you know? I honestly don't get it.
I think there's a lot of politics to dating. I think a lot of times people don't understand that attraction and sex and dating are not separate from politics, and they're not separate
at all
from political culture. If anything, they're informed by politics and informed by political culture. So you have to understand politics to understand dating. You know what I'm saying? It's especially dating interracially. I mean, you have to really think about it, and it's true. You know, I've really tried to hold it down, you know what I'm saying, for the black folk, and be like, I'm gonna date somebody black, you know what I'm saying? But every once in a while,
I'm gonna date me one of them dark skin.
Okay,
you know
every once in a while, a white person will come through, and I'll be like, okay.
One of them, he's so African and bold. Is that what she said? I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck she said in that song, but I mean, it's just sort of like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, you know, I'm not someone who's going to be like, no, I'm not talking to you because you're white. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. I'm not exclusionary in any way. But I'm not going to talk to you I'm going to approach you with a very
if you're white,
heavy grain of salt.
If you're white, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm not going to fuck with you because of that, but I'm definitely going to be on you know what I'm saying? Why you want me? You don't want me, nigga. Why you acting like you know me? You don't know me, nigga. Like, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? That's my tip. I'm always on my vision just irises in, like, what the fuck do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I honestly don't think most white men are attracted to me. And, I mean, I'm fine with that. That's not true. But I think that the white men that are attracted to me tend to be of a certain demographic, not one that I'm interested in.
Most white people that are attracted to black people tend to be in a certain demographic. And I think that's sort of, people who go out of their way to date black people is sort of like,
it's always the middle-aged older white man that, like,
you know,
really be trying to run me down, and I'd be like, sir,
yikes.
Yeah, it's never like the ones my age or like even slightly older than me. Like,
really?
White men typically don't see it for me. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, whatever, because I don't really see it for y'all.
I don't engage in those things. I'm not really familiar.
But yeah, I don't know. I just the whole interracial dating conversation bothers me because I feel like people in those relationships tend to act like the existence of their relationship is somehow like
solving
or it's a solution of some sort, and that's never been a thing ever, because if anything, a lot of y'all, you know, call it compromise and will try to, you know, work around a lot of
compromise on.
Yeah, you know, like if your white man wants to call you a porch monkey in the bedroom, then
that seemed pointed.
That doesn't have to bother you, but it doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, it's doing anything for the movement or it's doing anything for... That wasn't pointed, by the way. But
no, but it
doesn't do anything.
It's just funny, you know, like, I know people who are like, I would never let my white partner call me a nigger. And I'm just like, why not?
Shut up.
It's like you just keeping the bed warm anyway. Like, why not? Like, I don't understand. I guess I don't get it. You know, it's like, bitch, oh, you're too good to let somebody call you a nigger.
I'm tired of you.
It's like, ooh. You know
Goodbye, Jay.
Ooh, no. It's like, no, we don't engage in that. I don't let them call me a nigga. It's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve a medal for not letting a nigga call you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, like, shut up. That's the thing that I hate. It's like, people really be proud about that shit. Like, I would never let him call me a nigger. It's like, you deserve, give this bitch an award. My God, you deserve a Peabody for reporting.
I'm screaming.
Live from the scene. You know, it's just like, girls, y'all do too much. You get in interracial relationships and you do too much.
I think that you're very right in saying that the white people that choose to seek out black people to date tend to seek out a particular type of black person. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have a fetish.
That along like an aesthetic, you know what I'm saying, way of seeking, but also in a mind, you know what I'm saying, type of a mental way. They want a malleable mind. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna play into this idea of interracial relationships being able to, you know what I'm saying, oh, us being together means that, you know, I'm not racist, you know what I'm saying, and you don't care if I'm a little racist. And like, let's just be
make
together.
some little jokes, you know, that are funny. And,
right.
And I feel like that's like Tamara Mowry little relationship.
Lord.
I feel like Tamara Mowry, and yes, this is shade. I feel like this is not shade, it's just, I'm just saying. Their relationship is the epitome of what I hate about interracial relationships. You with a nigga that, like, nigga, I would ask her, what the fuck are you with him for? First of all, he's ugly. Second of all, the nigga's on Fox News, okay? Let me run that past you one more time. Fox News. I know he calls you names in the bedroom. I know he does. And you up there crying, talking about, I get called white man's whore. Ain't that what he called you in the bedroom?
Shut up.
Ain't that, don't he be beating your cheeks talking about you a white man's whore? I bet he does. Adam looked like a type of nigga that like to do real freaky shit, like to pee on you and shit like that, disrespect you, and you let him do that. You're a black queen. Why you let him do that to you? You let him do that to you.
I'm screaming.
And you let him give you them funny looking children. Anyway, let me stop. I'm not gonna talk about nobody kids because I already know.
Now, you know what I'm saying? People like Serena Williams, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna shade you for going off and finding you a little white man with some money that seemed like he's a real gentle.
He's there for Serena though.
Yes.
Adam Housley just be sitting there in a suit.
I'm sure he eats that ass like a competition. You know what I'm saying? And I can't blame you, Serena.
My dad was so
all power to you.
Impressed when he found out she married a white man or she was engaged to a white man. My dad was like, she need to get a black man. I'm like, Dad, the black men are calling her black men. So,
right.
You know, it's like, she don't want them niggas.
Right.
And them niggas don't want her. She was with Drake for 2 minutes. Then Drake gonna make a song talking about, I find out you got engaged. Like, why does Drake do this? This is light-skinned nigga.
He's lame, and people that are lame really relate to his music.
It's like, why do you do this? Every time you come out with a song, you talk about all these girls that you done dated, that you never really dated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But be talking about, you know, I'm just so disappointed that you left me hanging. Like,
I'm actually not one of those rappers that just use my money to exploit it and fucking manipulate women. I actually have emotions, and I become emotionally attached to them, and you know, I'm relatable, and I'm the deep rapper that can talk about love and emotions, because that's what I do.
Scorpio in a nutshell for you.
Girl, right?
Don't sissy do. Oh, anyway.
I don't really have much else to say on interracial dating. I feel like, you know,
I'm not gonna give you niggas no more fame. Not off me.
Nope, I won't be doing that anytime soon.
I can't say that I won't, because probably next episode I'm gonna be like, so. Just wanted to let you know.
I'm engaged.
I'm actually married.
About to have a white man's last name.
Well, let me tell you something. Getting in relationships for financial come-ups, here for it. Just
definitely.
If you want to get in an interracial relationship for a financial come-up, do it.
Honestly, that would be the only reason I would be in a relationship right now, because I don't need to be in a relationship.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't need to be in a relationship with nobody, so let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I might as well get some money if I'm going to do it. See, people don't understand that. People don't get that. People think I'm hoeing. You know what I'm saying? It's not hoeing. If I'm giving you something, you're giving me something besides a headache. I don't need nobody else in my space. I barely like seeing myself in that bitch. It's like, damn, this bitch again. Here he come, walking his big fat ass through the fucking room. I feel the same way y'all feel. I feel it too. You know what I'm saying? I get annoyed with myself too. I'd be damned if I come to my shit and see a white person sitting up there looking at me, a Becky or a John. It's like, get the fuck out.
That's really my biggest hang-up, is I've never had to cohabit with white people, and I cannot imagine having to always come home to a white person.
Let me stop. I like white people.
That would take me out.
I'm good with white folks.
How would you ever decompress? Like, how would you ever refresh?
It's difficult to have racial conversations with white people, though. I'll just be honest. Like, I haven't really met a white person that I feel like, and even when people do give me answers that sound good, I'm like, that sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
It does sound good.
And it's just, I think it's unrealistic to ask black people not to be paranoid about these situations. This is what we've been brought up with. You know what I'm saying? This is what we experience. This is our life. It's unrealistic to say that we're being paranoid and, you know, please stop. Like, I can't help that these are the relationships that this is how I'm impacted by relationships.
And then I also feel like those white people that are quote unquote socially aware and social justice.
It's like, well, are you aware?
I feel like they have a tendency to victimize the fuck out of black people all of the time. And I understand that you understand black oppression, or to the best of your ability, you try to understand black oppression, you know what I'm saying, and racism. However, I'm a human being, and I need you trying to tell me all the time about, you know what I'm saying, the things that you understand that's going wrong with me. I just don't want to talk to you about it all the time, you know what I'm saying? So
as a black person, it's like,
I can't be in a relationship with somebody that I would have to do that with, you know what I mean? Even there's a lot there, because not all white people are the same. You have your different brands, but you know, nonetheless,
it's just interesting. I really keep my mouth shut about shit like this because I already know I don't really know what I want. So it's like
true.
So it's like I don't really.
I know probably ain't white though, but we're gonna segue into the music segment. And
we came here to talk about one thing. Really, that's all we came to talk about. Let's just get it off our chest.
Hold on. Let's save it then, because I have two things that I wanted to mention.
Go for it. You go beforehand.
So, for those of you that don't know, JunglePussy just put out a new single. Why are you laughing?
I still be screaming at her name.
I love her name.
And then the way that you said it, JunglePussy.
So she put out a new single called State of the Union, and I've been bumping it in my whip because I feel like she always raps up a very interesting beats to me. Like, it kind of has this, something about it feels old school to me, but it's still like her shit is hard, you know what I mean? And the way that she raps, I feel like she just says what the fuck she wants, you know what I'm saying? And the way that she delivers it, you know what the fuck she meant, you know what I'm saying, by that shit. And that creativity to me has always been something that I've liked about her. So I've been listening to that nonstop. I feel like if you haven't heard that, then you should go check it out. Absolutely. If you haven't heard of JunglePussy, you should go check her out. Cause
absolutely.
Picky Bitch Checklist is also one of my favorite songs.
I'm not bougie, I'm selective.
That is a mantra.
Okay.
I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
Really?
I'm not lying. I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
Where's the merch?
Like, actually, she might sue me. Maybe I shouldn't.
She not Beyonce.
She not. But nonetheless,
you're welcome.
What else do I? Okay, so I wouldn't go let anybody slide by without mentioning or giving credit to Dedication 6. Dedication 6. Now, I'm not gonna act like this is Wayne's best tape or even one of his best tapes. I'm just saying that this nigga still knows how to do a tape, and a lot of y'all don't know how. Yeah, I consider Wayne to be Lord of the mixtape. He's given us countless mixtapes that have been done. I mean, traditionally, I feel like he sticks to the traditional, you know what I'm saying, brand of a mixtape. You take hot shit, you know what I'm saying, you remix it, make it your own, you know what I'm saying, and you rapping off other people's beats and shit. There may be a few original songs here and there, but the mixtape is originally supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a free release of unlicensed music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people
Did you listen to the reloaded version?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it's a reloaded version. It's more songs on there.
Wait, is that the one including the Drake?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I got that. So let me see. My favorite. Okay, obviously he has that record with Nicki on there. That's pretty dope. I actually don't.
I hated the original song. I'm really happy that they came out with that.
Yeah, I don't like that Post Malone. Is that Post Malone and Quavo?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm not feeling that. But the 5-star, Nicki went in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to steal that from her. And I feel like, you know, Nicki Minaj has been quite silent.
Absolutely.
All year.
What's going on?
So I feel like she's definitely at work somewhere.
Hope
you know
so.
what I mean? Or maybe she's pregnant. I mean, you showed me that
That ultrasound.
I'm joking. She's not pregnant, obviously, but
She can't. No, absolutely not.
I told you she had the same thing Cardi B had. Down, she can't. But anyway,
Shut up.
So
Cardi B is pregnant though. They said Cardi B is 3 months pregnant.
I told you Cardi B cannot get pregnant. Cardi B got her uterus put in her ass.
Easier for her to get pregnant because you know Offset loved to do back shots. That's what he was doing to that girl in that video.
Nah, they took it out through a syringe and just shot it up in her ass.
Make that stomach flat. Stomach all flat. That's on. What's that?
Anyway,
it's the uterus, bitch.
he also did the
I thought your uterus was in the back of your throat. What's that thing that be hanging there? What's that called?
Bitch, that's a uvula. Shut the
Are you? Oh, what?
Anyway, he did the new Freezer remix, which I thought was I just like that beat.
Yeah,
that beat is cute, and I think Wayne Wayne has just lyrics on lyrics on lyrics on lyrics on lyrics to me.
Oh,
like
the metaphors, like
he's just so
Wayne
fucking
is
creative.
The king of fucking metaphors, I swear.
And I'm not gonna try to take it, you know what I'm saying, from y'all. Sometimes he does go a little overboard. Sometimes he does get a little corny. Wayne has had his moments where it's been like, okay, nigga, you had too much lean today. Okay, just come back later.
Yeah, he need to put that shit down.
Drink some water. Come back later. You know what I'm saying?
Have a seizure in the corner.
Shut up.
Sorry.
That's not funny. Listen, anyway.
But he be getting back to work. I like that about Wayne. He be back on his feet. Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? He will give you, and I feel like he doesn't necessarily put that much effort into it because he just puts out a fucking mixtape like, are you okay?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Sorry. Sorry. I can't appreciate Lil Wayne having a seizure.
I hate you so much. You know that's what he be doing.
I'm sorry. It's not funny.
It's a phenomenon.
It's not funny. But it's like that nigga need to put that lean down. I'm telling you. Put it down.
I'm telling you, it's an epidemic.
Put it down. All you niggas gotta put that shit down. Pour it out. Get some water. Put some cucumbers in that bitch. Shit, if you want to zest it up, throw some pineapple in that bitch.
So, I just wanted to fucking give credit where credit is due. You know, I still feel like I'm talking with my hands like Tiffany Pop. Like, because it was a great tape, you know what I'm saying?
I'm screaming that you said Tiffany Haddish, but okay.
Did I say Tiffany Haddish?
You said Tiffany Haddish.
Well.
2 different bitches, both hilarious.
But,
one intentionally and the other one be trying a little hard sometimes, but it's okay.
So.
Tiffany Haddish, and then you heard her tell that story about Beyonce? When I tell you Beyonce never gonna speak to this bitch again ever in her life.
Oh no, because she don't release too much confidential information.
This bitch canceled. Why do y'all do that? Y'all meet Beyonce for one time, and y'all decide to tell everybody exactly what happened. Everything.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm not telling nobody. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it up, and I'm not gonna put up no caption.
Okay, well that would be cute too.
On that.
But
choke.
I'm at least going to. I'm not gonna tell you what Beyonce said to me. But I'm gonna tell you what she was wearing, what she smelled like, what, you know what I'm saying, her grace, what her energy was like. Mm-hmm. Like, I just feel like I have to come back and report that.
But I'm gonna report that about everybody that I meet. If somebody stank, I'm gonna let you know.
That's fair.
I met Cardi B. Wasn't impressed with the scent.
Anyway.
I met SZA.
What do you mean SZA?
I met SZA.
Shut up, James.
She turned around when we talked, we exchanged words with her. When she turned around, a roach came out the back of her wig and crawled out.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Dedication 6 was hot. I played that bitch out, you know what I'm saying? And
shout out to Wayne.
Yeah. Keep doing the mixtape.
Living legend.
I don't care if you even give us any more albums. Like, just
he can't because the label got all his money. But
anyway. So last but not least,
Baby Fucking Mutha.
Baby Fucking Mutha Niggas.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, so we stand Baby Mutha over here at the Awful Podcast.
Yes. Down. I will honestly be honest and say I've never had the amount of respect and love for an artist, not even really with Beyonce, as I have for Baby Mutha, because Baby Mutha speaks to me. It's
realer, I feel like.
It's just, this bitch is just so fucking real.
And I feel like not even, the music alone is like, it's just so dope. I like the vibe. I like the energy. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, when we had put her, she was in our music segment a while ago, and that's more so when I first started hearing some of the EPs and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is dope. But like some of the stuff that I've heard her put out lately. Okay, let's get into it. So anyway, she first released her second
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day 2.
Yeah, it was Mother's Day 2.
And I don't know if that was an EP or a mixtape.
It was I want to say it was EP because it was shorter than BbyShoe.
Yes, but it was a mixtape because it used that Grimes instrumental.
Okay, yeah.
So, first of all,
that you love so fucking much.
The fucking intro to Mother's Day 2
hilarious
is like when literally when she was like, bitch, you know what? It's hard as fuck being me. Yeah. I said, yes. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's how I feel.
If Baby Mother started a church, I would definitely be a parishioner.
Absolutely. Definitely. Because she be preaching. And that's my thing. That's what I love about her lyrics the most, is because she is saying something. She's not out here talking about a bunch of bullshit that's irrelevant to anybody else's perspective or experience. Like, she's out
talking
here
about how she got that melanin magic, and she not out here talking about how she dripping and finesse and getting paid. She not out here talking about shit that it's like, bitch, I can't relate to none of this shit because I ain't got no fucking money.
I ain't trying to live in vain, and I ain't trying to die in debt, bitch.
Like, that shit was when I tell you everything, every line. Every line is just, it's effortless. It's like she's very focused on spending time on everything to make sure that it makes sense. And you don't have that level of care with rappers these days. And I love to see that she featured Rico Nasty. I love that.
So segue into BbyShoe. BbyShoe was the EP she just put out. I love the fucking artwork for it. The artwork is just like, yes, this is creative. This is fucking, you know,
the Simpsons vibe.
This is flipping some shit. You know what I'm saying?
She's had that for a while, the Simpsons look. And I love it. I just love it. It's so her. It's very her. I hope she let me draw something next. I want to draw something for Baby Mother.
Shout out to Baby Mother. Get at us. So Lately is my favorite record off of BbyShoe.
Lately.
I also love BBC.
BBC is a song, and when I first saw the title, I'm like, oh, I'm about to get my life. I already know.
Shut up.
I know. But it was about something completely different, and I'm like, I still got my life. Like, I'm a bad bitch, nigga. You can't kill me.
Right. Like, that's from a Vine too, which is fucking hilarious.
When you be in the shower, okay, I always turn Baby Mother on when I'm getting ready, because I be ready when I leave the house, okay? When I turn Baby Mother on in the shower, and I really just be standing there looking at the wall while the water running, like, I'm a bad bitch, nigga. You can't kill me. Like, I really be going in.
Can we stand for Baby Mother's kids for a minute?
Yes.
Because I actually love her kids.
We're fans of Chloe.
Like,
we're fans of all of them.
The interludes and shit on the fucking, you know,
I love it's on brand. It's just on brand.
Yes, it's so cohesive, and everything is just like
the dad intro.
She's an artist. Complete artist. And what I love about it, you know what I'm saying, is she speaks, you know what I'm saying, about this in a very articulate way. You know what I'm saying? On Twitter, she is organically hood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much ingenuity in the hood, and there's so much, you know what I mean, genius there. You know what I mean? And she takes that and embodies it and puts it into her music, and, you know, kind of takes her experiences and transform them into something that's hard and you can bop to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot going on. I love the whole shit, and I'm supporting that, because alongside the artistry, there is an intellect there that I respect. There is a sense of credibility and merit in her experiences, and I'm just like,
so low key. Like, she not out here beating on her chest trying to be the next this, that, and the third. Like, trying to. I can tell she's just enjoying making the music, and she's taking her time, and she's crafting something that she's proud of. And I really appreciate artists who do that, because not every artist is that artist who's like, let me make something that I'm proud of.
And then she'll tell you, that shit was hard that I made. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Exactly.
Like, that shit
Exactly. And it's like, I have a great deal of respect for that. I hate artists who get up there and they're like, you know, let me make something for the people that they gonna like. Let me make an album that everybody's gonna like, because I want to get it on the It's like, stop. Yeah. And it always fails. It's always very obvious what you're doing.
That's why I'm glad that she really did
I'm not
the
gonna say
record with Rico Nasty, because
And I love that Rico Nasty was still Rico Nasty.
yes, it was just very like, oh, y'all don't understand. Like, I don't know what this has to do with my experience, but y'all don't understand what it does to my spirit when I see female rappers get together and fucking collab on some shit, and they stick to their own style, you know what I'm saying, and they stand alongside each other and just do they damn thing on a motherfucking record. Yes, it's an acknowledgement, like, bitch, I respect you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not threatened by you. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we work together, we own our own shit, but we make each other better, you know what I'm saying?
And this
like,
is what I'm saying.
That's dope.
And this is what I'm saying people need to be involved in more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like what Baby Mother and Rico Nasty did is a perfect example of what should be going on as commonplace within this industry. Absolutely. Because they will try to do everything to get you to not like each other
or to not collaborate with another female rapper.
It's not just the niggas in charge, which is also another reason why I really respect Baby Mother, because I feel like she's the main voice
in charge, yeah.
You know, and I can't say that about every other female rapper, but I feel like Baby Mother is like, this is my shit.
And it's not like she coming up back behind any popular male rapper at all. And it's crazy because I'm like seeing a lot of female rappers come up like that now. Yeah. It's a lot of female rappers that I listen to that I don't associate with any other male rapper, you know what I'm saying, or feel like she is being co-signed, you know what I'm saying, intentionally by any male rapper.
Because at this point, you know, and I think, you know, the women who did come up underneath men are actually to thank for this. But it's not necessary anymore. You know? It's like it's not only is it not necessary, but for women who came up underneath men and outdid the men, and I hate to be this person, but girls like Nicki, you know what I'm saying? Nicki did come up underneath Wayne, and she came up with Drake. And she has not received the credibility that she deserves. Nope. You know what I'm saying? Because she works. She's good. You know? Kim came up under Biggie. Biggie died. Kim was still fucking Kim. Right. You know what I'm saying? She still did her motherfucking thing. And she did what the fuck she had to do. And she, I mean, even though she wasn't necessarily at the head of her own career, you know, even after that, you know, it was still like, the bitch she made way for other girls to do this. You know what I'm saying? Right. Be a boss. Yeah. Be a boss over your own shit. And I loved it. Baby Mother just seems like, you know, the type where it's like, if we ask her who inspires you the most, she'd be like, me and my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's some real shit.
Like, yeah. Like, I really respect her as a person.
She, like many other female rappers, but in a more particular way, boosts my own self-esteem. Absolutely. Like when you listen to her music, you be like,
it's good.
I feel myself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But not like I'm trying to hype myself up or have a false sense of ego, but I respect myself.
It's not like when you listen to Beyonce or Nicki, because when you listen to Beyonce or Nicki, it is a level you be like, nah, I ain't there yet. But,
yeah, you be like, bitch, ain't nobody touched me, but kind of like.
But I mean, they probably could if they really wanted to. But with Baby Mother, it's like, no, I'm really the shit. Like, I really am, and
I ain't in competition with no motherfucking.
That's what the fuck it is. I think what was behind a lot of Nicki's feel good music and the shit that make you feel good about yourself is feeling better than. And that's not what Baby Mother's message is at all. It's like, I'm good because I'm good, and I'm not thinking about you. Right. And that's what, and it's just like, bitch, this is what the fuck I am about. Yep. It's like when I listen to Baby Mother, it's just like, this is what the fuck. I finally feel like I have somebody who understands me. You know what I'm saying, musically, who's like, this is how the fuck a real bitch does it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bitch, I vibe. I get it.
Definitely. So I think that wraps up the music segment. We have some announcements to make.
Yes, we do.
So we'll both be featured on the F-Bomb next week. It is a public reality radio show that's on Wednesdays from 8 to 9 on 90.1 FM and 1680 AM.
Okay. Yeah.
Is what I know.
Yeah, right.
Because it's a great show. Yes. It actually is a show that is ran by some of, you know, our friends, you know, that talk about feminist issues and other political, you know, subject matter. Yeah. And we'll be over there guest hosting next week. There's actually going to be a contest that they're doing so that you guys can win some Black Panther tickets if you have not seen it by the time this episode has come out, which will be Sunday. So tune into the show.
There. Yeah.
On Wednesdays. I'll actually post all of the information to tune into that show in the podcast description. You can also listen to it online. So make sure that you tune in if you're looking to win some Black Panther tickets. It's like a if you can guess the lyrics type of contest, I believe. So yeah, we'll be over there representing and doing our thing. Other than that,
very excited.
Yes,
it's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure that you tune in, and pay attention.
Absolutely.
Keep up with the kids.
And do you have anything else? Let me think. I think that's really it.
Yeah.
Again, thanks for kicking it with us. We will be back next month, guaranteed to.
Queen's Court shall return.
All right. On that note, we getting out of here. All right. See y'all.
Bye.